Breaking news this morning in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. Authorities have released a person they had detained for questioning. The person has not been charged in connection to the Nancy Guthrie case. The development from around 3:30 this morning comes after law enforcement was spotted searching an Arizona home overnight. You're looking at video from Rio Rico, which is about 60 miles south of Tucson, where Guthrie lives. Police have wrapped up their search of that property. The FBI also released new doorbell camera images yesterday from Guthrie's home. The video was recovered with the help of private sector partners after authorities learned the camera was disconnected. The FBI says it is looking at other persons of interest as they continue their search. Laura Levine is in the WRAL Live Center tracking the latest in the search for Guthrie. Laura, we are still trying to learn new details about the person who was brought in for questioning.
Yes, Renee, we know that in the last 90 minutes, that person who was detained and was questioned was released. And giving you another look at where investigators were searching 60 miles from Tucson. Again, in the early morning hours, that person was released. And they previously had spoke to CNN, people at the scene, saying that he was held at the scene of the initial traffic stop for hours. They did speak to this person after they were released, saying that they didn't even tell me what's going on until detectives got here. They told me I was being detained for kidnapping, and I asked them kidnapping of who. This person, again, telling people on the scene and reporters there at this time, there's no indication that it's the same person who is in the images that you see here on your screen right now from that surveillance video. So again, authorities still looking for the person who took Nancy Guthrie.
Now, as the Nancy Guthrie case has played out, WRAL has been speaking with a former FBI crisis negotiator. We're trying to get a sense of what's likely happening behind the scenes. Luis Velasco spent 30 years with the agency. He even has connections to a case here in Wake County. He worked on the Frank Jansen kidnapping case in 2014. He says right now there will be crisis negotiators just like him working with the Guthrie family. They'll be trying to manage the family's expectations. He also says if there are any open lines of negotiation with the kidnapper or kidnappers, these crisis negotiators will try to humanize Nancy.
Call them by their name. Talk about maybe what some of the problems might be with them. Like in this case, we have medical issues with Miss Guthrie, right?
He says every kidnapping case is unique, but he also knows the FBI has been working to authenticate any communication, and that includes any ransom note that's coming in from possible kidnappers. And we have been following new developments in this case since the beginning, and you can find our coverage on the WRAL YouTube channel. Just search Nancy Guthrie.